this kind of power, this kind of challenge, this kind of flying, crashing feeling. When you decide to get serious, there's only one place to come. The games of Super Nintendo. No one else creates this kind of experience, because no one else creates these kinds of games. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
That was Paul Rudd of Halloween 6 fame. He was the Curse of Michael Myers. He was in other stuff too. Super Nintendo commercials were not afraid to be weird and dumb. That's okay though. Entertaining things can be weird and dumb. You're watching this, so I mean, did you just see in the commercial I showed you with people gathering around Paul Rudd to watch him play SimCity? That's normal when you go to the big city. So that was a bad example. Would you have watched this commercial and then bought a Super Nintendo because of it? You probably would, because you're gullible. Ooh, ew, ew. Was that on me the whole time? Gross. You didn't tell me? I thought we were friends. Maybe I'm the gullible one. I'm feeling very betrayed right now. So we're gonna move to the next commercial.
Mario! 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 Mario!
He's back. All you had to do was ask. Super Mario Bros. 3 from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
It has come to my attention while editing this video that this game is not on the SNES. It debuted on the NES. This commercial is for an NES game. That's my bad. That's probably why aliens never visited us. They saw that and they left. I would have left if I saw that. Goodness. This doesn't really show us what's going on with the game. Just Mario. Not even a little gameplay while the man is talking.
All you had to do was ask.
You might not think this commercial's very weird, doesn't fit the title of the video I'm making, but just take a second, think about it. If everyone in the whole world gathered together and they were color coordinated and they formed your face so you could see it from space, you'd probably need some space. You'd feel a little smothered. Mario's a real trooper to stick around after that happened to him. He keeps making games to this day. I would have left immediately if people did that. Do not gather on my behalf, ever. Doesn't matter why. Now, it seems to me that the reason they were doing this was kind of in celebration of Mario, but also maybe to like summon him. Before we move on, I would like to show you the Japanese Mario Bros. 3 commercial really quick. Play it.
新しい冒険が今始まろうとしている。愛よ、勇気を奮い立て。僕らはマリオと強くなる。テクニカルファンタジーゲームスーパーマリオブラザーズ3。
Now, there's no gameplay in it, but it does have some nice animations, and it shows off enough that I think, you know, I'd buy that. I'd buy that game. Yeah, that's like it, kind of it. Oh, wait, hold on. There is the French version, too.
Super Mario dans Super Mario 3 de Nintendo.
This one has gameplay and animation, so it's kind of like the best one for some reason. But there's French stuff going on. So if you're averse to French people, you might not like this.
When is too much too much? To find out, we crammed everything into Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. 60 more levels, massive enemies, huge Yoshi tricks, all served up with the latest graphic technology, Morphmation.
No more.
Sure you don't have room for another little bonus level? Super Mario World 2, only on the Super NES. Still the big one.
sorry that I showed you that. Well, I'm sorry you had to see it, but I don't regret showing it to you because I want to talk about it. Is the strategy here to make it so I only ever want to spend time playing Nintendo games and not eating ever again? Because it worked pretty good, I think. Very bizarre marketing for a game about a green dinosaur with a little baby on his back. Yoshi does eat enemies and turn them into eggs, but he doesn't usually explode. Does he? Does he explode? Does Yoshi explode ever? Commercials from around this era were just weird and or gross, or both, as you very clearly just saw. I would say this ad doesn't belong with a Yoshi game, but it doesn't belong with any game at all. Do not do this again. Let me get the next one.
He's back, he's here, he's Mario. No, he's the new and improved Mario in Super Mario All-Stars. So much Mario, it's a Mario smorgasbord. It's all the wigged out Mario Brothers adventures you ever played and then some. But this is juiced up 16-bit only on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Mario. So it's bigger Mario, better Mario, in your face Mario. It's Raccoon Mario, Mario throwing fireballs, Mario hurling turnips, Mario negotiating an arms deal. Okay, maybe not. It's Mario like you've never seen him. What's 2 + 2 Mario? What's the capital of Ohio? Mario. You're gonna live, breathe, eat, sleep Mario in Super Mario All-Stars. 4 complete Mario games, including the never-seen lost levels. You can't get more Mario than this, which is why the best played here.
If you didn't have attention span problems, you do now. You're welcome. But it was random, so that is pretty funny. I would laugh. I also feel pretty comfortable blaming this commercial for the entirety of Reddit and all the problems that it has caused. It does prove to me that Nintendo doesn't want us doing anything other than playing their games with our free time.
You're gonna live, breathe, eat, sleep Mario.
It's more of a Sonic vibe than a Mario one. In my opinion, it's a little too fast for the old plumber because he's got really bad joints. Okay, that was definitely a lie, but he should have bad joints for some reason. I just feel it in my bones, or his bones, I guess. Onward hose. That means go to the next one. Does screaming the name of your game to the heavens like this actually do anything? Does it help you sell copies? 2 commercials that do this so far, and I'm only 25% of the way through this video. I think, probably. I don't know. They yelled Mortal Kombat, and people kind of started to riot a little bit. I get it. There's nothing cooler than going outside and hearing Mortal Kombat, someone yelling it. That hyped me up. I'd start stealing everything. Might steal a nice TV and some comfy slippers. Go home and watch some TV. Don't loot. Don't loot. Unless someone yells Mortal Kombat at the sky, and then hell will break loose. You might get beanbagged in the eye though, so keep that in mind. If you don't want to get beanbagged in the eye. Even with all the people rushing to the scene of the Mortal Kombat scream, the city is feeling pretty empty. I can kind of see why everyone's looting. It's boring. They did remake this commercial for the new Mortal Kombat that's coming out this month. It's called Mortal Kombat 1, as opposed to the commercial we just watched, which was for Mortal Kombat.
May you join her in death. Who are you?
No, not that one. Yeah, the first Mortal Kombat. I should probably play the commercial. Do you want to see the new one? Here's the new one really quick.
This is Mortal Kombat!
Look at the guy from Stuber to be in it. That's radical, dude. Speaking of fighting games. Oh. I don't really know what's going on here. I do know it's the epitome. It is the epitome of 90s marketing. They got quick cuts, sumo wrestlers, lightning, lady on fire. You're not gonna buy that? Really? Come on. I can make this commercial and say it's selling death for you, and you'd still buy it. I know the point is to show something from the game and then something from real life. Kind of. And there was the flirty dinosaur at the end. So, is this really how you want to market your game to kids? Is this really gonna help you sell? Actually, that might be. Just throw a bunch of cool things at them very quickly, and you hope something sticks, because it probably will. Kids don't got a lot going on in their brains, so something cool hits them really fast. They have no choice but to accept it into their memories. Here's more fighting game stuff.
It's everything you love about the arcade game. Cut down to size. Only on the Super NES. With a free game music CD. So who needs a new system?
This one actually has something that I understood. It's the arcade game, but it's at home. Now, maybe I understood that because that's literally what they said in the commercial with words. But I like to think, even without that, my brain would have picked up on the subtleties of chainsawing one of the arcade cabinets in half, and then there was a Super Nintendo inside of it. It wouldn't have gotten by me, is all I'm saying. It's still very classic 90s. It just chainsaws something. That's all you need. It'll sell. You know, never change 90s. Never change. You can't now, because that was like 30 years ago, but metaphorically speaking, don't change. Commercial would have worked just fine if we cut off everything after when they showed the Super Nintendo. Like, don't even have the guy talking or anything, just chainsaw Super Nintendo. This is how my hands felt when I was holding Xbox controllers, like the original ones. This is what it felt like as a kid. What am I gonna hold with this? Hold on. Now, it didn't feel like this specifically, but I thought this looked kind of funny. Maybe not funny, but I like it. Do you like this? I like it. That's all I gotta say about Killer Instinct. I would say that's one of the most effective commercials we've seen so far. And you know, let's just, I don't got a segue. We don't have to have a segue every time, do we? Can we just move to the next one, please? Me right now, as I'm recording this, I can't decide if we move to the next one. So we can just sit here editing me if you want, making us look stupid though. Sorry about the light that's on me. It's actually daytime for once when I'm recording this, and the sun's moving because the sun. I hate you, sun. Cyclops and Wolverine just pop out of a Christmas present and beat a teenager's ass, because right here, it really looks like he's kicking at a downward angle right at the kid's face, and then we don't actually see that kid again until the end of the commercial. Now, I don't want to say that that's what they were going for in the commercial, but that's definitely what happened, and that is what I would tell the police when they showed up. And if that is not what's happening, which I can't imagine that's what they're implying. What's going on? They're just doing shadow boxing for this kid? Like, you got the sale, man. You sold it. It's under the Christmas tree. He's already got it. You might not know that. If anything, you're spoiling Christmas for him. All you're doing is scaring him. If I bought Bomberman and Bomberman showed up and then bombed my house, I probably wouldn't play the game anymore. It'd be gone. Unrelated to all that, I realized I am 100% right. The whole marketing strategy for games in the 90s was 1 second of gameplay, and then something happening in the real world, and then rinse and repeat. Just keep doing that. This is like the third commercial in a row with this formula. Maybe it's just fighting games. I don't know. It's no wonder that people nowadays don't have any attention span. If this is what marketing's been like for the last 30 years, we stood no chance. Especially if people keep jumping out and beating you up every time you get a game. My brain probably doesn't work anymore correctly, so of course they can't pay attention to things. One more thing. Snowmen don't have bones, you dingus. Now I'm done. We can move on.
They're coming to your neighborhood.
You're not the pizza guy.
Zombies ate my neighbors! Now playing on Sega Genesis and Super NES, a 55-level feeding frenzy of fine-cut creature features, fending off bee-moving maniacs with your weed whackers, exploding soda pop, and boozy squirt gun. Save the neighbors! Or they're dead meat. Zombies ate my neighbors! From Konami.
I loved this game, and I still love this game. I'm actually only putting this commercial in here because I want to talk about it. If you have never played it, do it. Play the game. I think it's on the Switch, the eShop. Well, not the eShop. Whatever the thingy, the thing you play games on the Switch. Do you ever think about things like, what happened to that turkey outfit? Did they like destroy it after this? Does someone have it in their house just sitting there? I'm just curious, okay? I want to know. I want to know. It's not like I want to own it or anything. If you have information on the whereabouts of the turkey suit, do not keep it to yourself. Give it to me. The information or the suit, I don't really care. Just give me something. I want to feel this turkey suit with my hands. Is it greasy? I feel like it's gonna be greasy. It's a suit, but it's also a turkey. So, is it a chicken? It's come to my attention that may actually be a chicken and not a turkey, because chicken's a little more common when it's not Thanksgiving. Whatever this bird suit is, I kind of want it. But I don't want it if that's embarrassing. If it's embarrassing to want that, then I don't. Overall, it's a pretty well-crafted commercial. It is lacking in giant babies and axe-wielding toy toddler guys. But I'll live, okay? I'll be all right. Let's move on to our final commercial. Spoiler alert, that's actually not the final one. I decided to slip in another one at the end. I didn't really need to tell you that because you would have seen. But don't leave after this one. There's gonna be another one after it.
This is the story of Earthworm Jim video game. In outer space, a sweet evil cellmate belongs to Queen Cyberspace suit. Well, it smooshes. Bring on a slimy Earthworm Jim, and blammo, he becomes a superpowered hero. He takes out that precious dog. Then that stupid worm goes onto the planet X. He even tries mucus spongy jumping.
And if that doesn't stop him, maybe the battle with Queen festering sweaty slug for a butt will. Earthworm Jim dominates.
I want to be clear from the jump. I have not actually played Earthworm Jim. So take everything that I say coming up as a fact. I'm like 99% positive the only thing relevant to the game here in this commercial is the worms.
Well, it smooshes.
What does the old lady eating the worms have to do with anything? Then her voice changes and gets all scary. I'm so confused, but I'm interested. I looked it up on my little computer, which is a normal sized computer. There's an enemy called Grannies. That's their name, according to the Wikipedia. And while they do not eat Jim, they do beat him. And those two words rhyme, so it's close enough. I also went to the comments of the video that I got this commercial from, and there was only one comment. Well said, DW Forever 91. Well said. That stands for Darkwing Duck Forever, by the way, not DW from Arthur Forever. I'm pretty bummed about that. Darkwing Duck Forever 91 actually uploads videos. Even though this comment's like 7 years old, they're still out here grinding. And ooh, they have a Yu Yu Hakusho video. Let's check that out. Let's click on that.
Oh, the feet of humans do turn me on tremendously and truly give me a feeling of sexual.
That certainly was not what I was expecting. I mean, you do you. Good for you. That's a whole. They got a whole thing going on there. Can you tell that I don't have much to say about
Earthworm Jim video game?
Did you even remember that's what we were talking about? Because I kind of forgot. I said that was going to be the last commercial, and then immediately told you it wasn't going to be. So here's the last one.
Take a melody, simple as can be. Give it some words and sweet harmony. Raise your voices all day long.
エンディングまで泣くんじゃない。名作保証。マザーついに大完成。
We didn't even get this game in America until they released it on the Wii U in like 2015. Yeah, 2015 as Earthbound Beginnings. We didn't get it for whatever reason. We did get its sequel, Mother 2, which here we called Earthbound. It's weird to me we didn't get the first game. We also didn't get the third one. Where is it, Nintendo?
Come on, Reggie, give us Mother 3!
I actually remember the reason that America did not get this game. It's because Nintendo thought America would get a little frustrated with how it played, because it had random encounters and they were pretty bad. I've played it before. It's like every 5 steps. If I was walking down the street and someone walked up to me every 5 or 6 steps and flicked me in the back of the head, I actually have no idea what I would do in that scenario. Oh! What? Why would you flick me in the back of the head? You took like 5 steps. I did. Did I? I took 5 steps? Yeah, why else would I flick you in the back of the head? Damn it! I forgot about that rule! I did not forget about that rule. I've been standing in this spot for like 2 years. I'm not getting flicked. You haven't taken any steps since that rule was enacted? Nope. Look up. Oh no! It says little spanking, dude. Sorry. It's my bad. I got a little overzealous. Hold on. Alright, bend over. I'm sorry if that skit was dumb. It's like, this is the first time I've thrown those in to these videos, and I kind of didn't write that one ahead of time. That was all on the fly. If I edited myself on a fly, I'm gonna be really mad at me. This commercial is obviously not an American commercial, but it is lovely. It doesn't really tell you anything about the game, but the commercial, it kind of draws me in. It makes me want to experience this world a little bit. I will say the commercial probably would not have sold to American audiences very well. It's not really chaotic enough. Even though these children are using psychic energy to blow up a robot, I just, we need more, you know? We Americans need a little bit more. That's why our burgers are so big and our drinks also quite large. And before anyone says anything, I know this game is not on the Super Nintendo. I already wrote most of this before I remembered that. So good on you for figuring it out. And the only reason I even put this commercial in here to begin with is because I didn't want to end on me talking about some random comment from 7 years ago on an Earthworm Jim commercial YouTube video. That would have been kind of weird, even though I guess technically by pointing that out, I am doing that. Goodbye.